I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah.
Like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again.
Let's get it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the the same. Forever whole, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be waiting again.
Still getting set up here, guys. Give me just a few minutes. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Just finishing up a couple things behind the scenes here. This is Hamtaro1H joining you live for this premier deciding match to see who will go to relegation for their spot at Premier S38, and who will be sent down to ESEA Advanced. So don't miss it. We're getting started in just a few minutes here. Alright, we should be getting started here fairly soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like almost everyone is in the server. looking at the last few premier matches from QC here, looks like they had a few rough ones in this loss streak, which would explain why they're certainly the underdog going into this. CRONEM with a few critical losses as well, but not quite the strength or the streak, I should say, that QC had there. Looks like all 10 players are indeed in the server. And we have ourselves a Counter-Strike match upon us. There is indeed the standard ESEA Premier Partner delay on this stream. But we are indeed going live. QC starting on the defensive side here on Mirage. See if they can get some momentum going early. Get some confidence early for the underdogs here. And Cred pushing up middle, almost Astralis style there. Takes out Jet. But immediately gets traded. CRONEM looks to be planning B without too much resistance there after taking out Millie on Cat. Just got to prevent this kitchen rotate now. SML and co looking to retake here, but it's going to be a rough retake with that angle. CRONEM going to be able to bunch up multiple members of QC coming out of that right-hand door, and Incred not with enough HP remaining to do too much there, and QC will fall to CRONEM on first half pistol round here. QC with some early utility being used at middle here. CRONEM responding with some utility of their own as Window gets smoked out. SML with a chance to get a Deagle headshot there at middle onto Emans. Isn't quite able to complete the play. Does bring him down to 64 HP. CRONEM looking like they're committing to A. Bomb site now used with a nice Deagle headshot there onto Pow. Let's see if QC can keep the damage up here at A. Emmons landing some damage of his own there at middle, but Millie able to finish him with another Deagle headshot on behalf of QC, but Turismo and Slash firing back on behalf of CRONEM, able to get the C4 down in sight. This round looking to be going the way of CRONEM unless Melio can go big here. That AK-47 SML does get taken out, brings us to a 3v2 for CRONEM. They do have some tagged members, but QC gonna have to make that play now as bomb is ticking and there are no defuse kits in play, and that's gonna be Jet cleaning up the round. Both Millie and Melio there. Like CRONEM somewhat undecided here. They do have 4 AKs across the spread. Gonna land that early headshot onto Millie on Catwalk. Melio able to find a second for QC, and this could be an eco round going the way of QC here by way of Desert Eagles, but it's evened out to a 3v3 after Jet's able to land that trade. Pow able to put another frag on the books for CRONEM there, and that's going to give one-man advantage to CRONEM. Turismo able to close things out there. Quick 2K onto SML and Melio, and CRONEM coming out firing as we suspected the upper hand team in this matchup might. QC opting for a double op setup this round. Three M4A1s. And the rest of the team here for QC. Turismo, big entry kill onto Yuz there. Cred and Melio able to keep the damage going there, but immediately getting traded, and this is going to likely be another round for CRONEM. Millie forced into a must-save situation, especially now after getting tagged down to 48. Going to have to save that AWP over near B, but that might be easier said than done. Even saving this gun right now. He's about to make contact here. Jumping through window into kitchen, but found by Slash. He would have had to fall back towards T-spawn, I suppose, but even there, he would have made contact with a member of CRONEM, who are now up 4-0 here on Mirage. Millie pushing up a bit here near A ramp. Not finding contact yet. He is going to be found by Turismo, landing another entry kill. Turismo showing a lot of consistency on these entries for CRONEM. And Cred going to have to land one of these 1-deeks here. Gets the first, but he's tagged on to 46 with no Kevlar. And Incred maybe can get a kill here and save an AK, but that's going to be too tall of a task as 4 members of CRONEM were still remaining there at the end. As CRONEM ups their lead to 5-0 here, QC gonna have to scramble to get some momentum going here in the first half. They don't want this lead to get too extreme here. This is going to be a full buy from QC. They are Australising up middle again. It's going to pay off, at least on that initial kill. As Melio lands that frag onto Emmons. Pow, looking to land that headshot into connector, does find Millie, but it's Melio moving up the stairs and trading headshots with him. Pow with a nice HE to get a trade of his own to finish that sequence, and then SML with only 3 HP now, coming up CT spawn stairs, does have the AWP, but that's not going to be enough against the full health of the 2 remaining members of CRONEM there. Jet getting that info now about QC's B setup near Van. Slash landing some damage onto Millie there, who's going all the way down to 19. Yu's gonna have to come up big there from Sandwich with that Desert Eagle, and it's gonna be Emmons landing that Molotov over at B side. SML going down, Melio going down at that A push spot as well. Still a 3v3 for QC here, not totally out of this 7th round yet. Slash and Eamon's picking up a couple more headshots there. Yu's not much he can do. Almost too late to even fall back because he would have been seen falling back. So a bit of a rough one for QC so far here. CRONEM taking a 7-0 lead here in the first half. And Cred narrowly missing an op shot at mid there. That would have been huge for QC. They need an early pick to kind of get their confidence going here. They need to be in at least a one-man advantage for 10, 20, 30 seconds so they can really feel things out. But Slash already flanking from window here. Worst case scenario for QC as Yu's and Incred. We're at Sandwich and Stairs. Did not have a man at window there. SML is able to find Slash as he rotates towards B, but that's going to be too little too late for QC this round as SML drops to 19 HP from that interaction. CRONEM hunting for their man. C4 is, of course, planted. And SML, I don't know if he thought he was going to ninja that because everyone was hunting everywhere. That was an interesting take there. And CRONEM keeping this train going. Full steam here. QC going for full deagles across the board here. I think they're running out of options for defensive setups, and Jet with a nice shot through the majority of the smoke there at window. So Incred going down early, Jet not taking too much damage on that contact. Pow gonna have to be ready for SML there, and he is. Only 2 members remaining for QC. Quick trade at middle on behalf of Melio, but again, not quite gonna be enough with those deagles there. Cred with that bold push again does land the op shot, but don't know if that trade is going to be enough. Hughes already was pushing up an underpass there. Does get found, but Melio, the clean op trade there. SML going to have to be careful Makes contact with C4. He's now guarding it. Gonna have to be real careful about Jet with this AWP here. He doesn't have the exact information. He does now. And a really nice play from SML here. See if QC can get their first round on the board. He does make visual contact with Crody. And SML dodging some shrapnel there. Takes out Turismo, and QC is officially on the board. SML pushed up again here pretty aggressively near A ramp. We'll see if that plays off, but Emons again with another nice pick near middle area. SML though looking for a second after that initial headshot on A ramp, but Jet coming up too big once again at A site. Millie with a good chance here to get more than one. He does have the C4 down. He's now smoked off. It's a bit rough for him. Does get Jet down to 9 HP there. That would have been really big if he could have finished that, but that was a rough one through the smoke. CRONEM was also flanking CT spawn there, so QC would have had to been very quick on those final frags to pick that round up. Pow blocking off that middle push. Turismo finding another, and CRONEM continuing their first half dominance here as QC once again on an eco here. Eagles in hand. So QC's only real shot of getting back into map 1 here would be to win out these remaining 4 and of course take second half pistol and go on a streak from there. But if CRONEM gets 12-13 here in the first half, I do not see QC coming back from this. Nice headshot from Jet there, and CRONEM just flashing their AK skills once more. But Millie responding with some rifle action of his own as he takes out 2. But that's once again going to be a bit too little, too late there, if you will. Still 3 members of CRONEM remaining at the end of that round. CRONEM with a firm B take once again. Millie looking to make something happen from Halls, but Eamon's there waiting near Van. Melio looking for some last second heroics with the Desert Eagle, not gonna find it. And we are going into the final round of the first half here with CRONEM ever expanding this dominant lead, currently up 13-0. Rismo again with those AK flicks, but QC showing up with the double op setup there. Melio finding 2 of his own from stairs, and that was actually a pretty clean round for QC. They had tried that double op setup earlier in the half, but it hadn't quite worked out. They would have needed at least 4 or 5 more rounds similar to that to get back in this one. So this is, without saying, going to be a mandatory pistol round if QC wants to breathe any life into this first map here. QC moving up through connector. They did get that quick trade as Hughes turned the corner, but Pow coming up huge there. Multiple USP headshots into connector. Hughes looking for a second. He does find it, and we find ourselves in a 2v2. QC with a chance here. They do have the C4. Hughes hears that info at connector. His teammate gets taken out, taken to a 1v1 here. Hughes looking to finish the play at CT spawn. He fakes the plant, goes for the headshot. Not finding it yet, but finds it directly after there. So a nice play from Hughes there. It's going to be 3 Glock headshots on the round to bring a 3rd round to QC here. CRONEM with a scout, an MP9, a deagle, and a 2nd scout actually in hand. Another deagle bot there as well by Pow. Used with that AK at middle. Millie likely gonna have to get this pick at connector, and he does. Majority shot through the smoke there. Millie finding another pick there and a 3rd on the CT spawn stairs. Millie hears that, sees that deagle, I should say, at murder window. Eamons looking for one there, not gonna find it. SML didn't realize that Pow was actually back there hiding. Still near spawn area, CT spawn. Little late round shenanigans from Pow there with that deagle headshot, but ultimately QC able to put a 4th round on the board there. See if they can go for a 5th round. Just kind of dig into this lead 1 round at a time. QC with some early MAC-10 and AK action there. 2 trades though, including some nice pistol action from Jet, but ultimately QC cleanly taking A and grabbing a 5th round there. See what they can do with this. CRONEM in a fairly traditional defensive setup here. QC, big early pick from Melio there. Still a minute 20 left on the clock. But Pow is going to have a perfect angle for Melio to get the trade there. Picks up a second as Hughes comes out. Palace there. Jet doesn't quite have that information yet about Connector. Trades his op to Pow, who has lower HP at the moment. Smart move there. That was a huge pick from Millie there, and a second kill at CT spawn stairs. That's going to bring this to a 2v2. Eamon's down to 17 HP, and Connector here still finds a headshot regardless of that red HP. Slash getting tagged there as well. Millie has a chance to do this, even though he's only got 22 HP himself, doesn't realize the boost going on, and so he's only going to be able to get Eamons in the process. Slash finishing the round there, and CRONEM ever closer to finishing out Mirage here. Early exchange at mid/slash Connector there. QC coming out on the one-man advantage side of that contact. QC with 4 AK-47s in hand. Looks like they're undecided where the bomb's going to go. Bomb moving up through Connector. This is going to be an A commit. SML able to find Turismo in that corner of stairs there. SML looking for a second, and what a great intuition play from SML. He didn't even realize how well he tagged Eamons there and then finished him off with the Molotov. Slash moving up jungle as well now. He wasn't visually seen on the cross, so Slash still being a bit sneaky there. Slash finding one, but he will get traded by SML. Big pick there from Incred, excuse me. Yuz getting a second. Slash immediately getting the trade. It's going to be up to Millie to hopefully find one in Connector, and he does. That should be enough for QC to get a clean plant down here. But QC getting a little cocky there as C4 goes down in jungle area. SML will smoke himself out for the cross there. Let's see if QC can hold on to this 2v1. This is a must-win round for QC. No question about that. Slash moving up from catwalk, does make visual contact over near kitchen door there. He does not have the info about bench player yet. And Millie likely going to be able to get the angle on him right here, and he does. Slash falling to QC late in the bomb plant there. And CRONEM's lead Slash to 7. Can QC make a late second half comeback here? Big defensive holds from Slash and Turismo. Slash still in a good position to potentially get a second here. Jet holding off that A push as well. Yu's getting tagged in middle, all down to 12, and he's just all too much out in the open there to get away. Only had 12 HP at the end there. Millie with 76 HP, an AK and a Dream. But it's going to be CRONEM grabbing match point. Potentially 1 round away from putting Mirage in the books here. This map was indeed CRONEM's pick. Second map will be QC's pick of Nuke. And then left over was Overpass if this indeed does go to a third map. QC pushing middle. Low window there, and Yu's confidently moving into connector. And a good guess at that spam there. Millie not quite able to see Turismo yet. Does there at the last second. Gets him through the smoke. Pow finding that trade onto Millie. But QC still the one-man advantage here. They can keep themselves in this map for at least a bit longer here. But Slash with a huge double kill. SML does get the trade. What a cat peek there from Slash. Demons bringing it to a 1v1. Nice headshot onto SML. There has the info. T-ramp used. He's so low. He just needs to play with them a bit longer. Oh boy. And Emons, even though he got a headshot, he will not get the defuse. That round going the way of QcClan. Use toughening out just long enough there. Turismo opening headshot there. Jet finding another 2 kills at middle with a very aggressive Astralis style push there. Incred eventually does find him, but this is Incred fighting off match point in a 1v4, and that is once again going to be a bit too tall of a task there. CRONEM convincingly taking map 1 here on Mirage. And we will be back in just a moment for map 2. Don't go anywhere. This is ESCA Premier Relegation Entry Action coming to you live. Hamtaro 1H.
Show up, got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes. I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love you. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon.
Yeah.
You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. We'll take it
a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime, I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you want it to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. Dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going live for map 2 nuke here. There's the LO3, and it will be QC starting on the attack side, CRONEM. starting on counter-terrorist, looking to finish off QC in 2 maps here. Judging from how CRONEM performed on Mirage, they're certainly capable of closing this out in 2 maps. Let's see if QC can change the narrative here. Eamons opening up early with that USP headshot outside. Does get traded by Use. It's going to be Slash going near Squeaky Door on that flank from pushing ramp. Does find Incred. Turismo finding a nice headshot onto Melio as well. Use an SML, not out of this yet, though. They do have the C4 moving towards lower. SML, he needed that kill onto Slash, and he got it. He could get a second here. I believe he did hear that audio cue at door, and he's going to capitalize on that, taking out Turismo. QC, I would say they were going to be in an advantage here, but Pow getting the headshot from top of silo there. And it's going to be CRONEM grabbing the ever-important first half pistol here on Nuke. Early Deagle headshot from Melio there. Slash and Eamons with some nice MP9 kills, though. QC still looking to make something of this eco, but Jet and Slash have other plans there. Thomas and MP9s working out nicely that round. CRONEM going up 2-0 here, early map 2. Melio fending off that ramp push, finds that clean headshot onto Turismo. But Jet stopped Incred from pushing up any further towards inner sight there. QC do have full control of ramp room, which is a bit surprising considering CRONEM still has 4 players alive. Make that 3. Melio pushing ramp towards hell area there. And QC showing some nice team chemistry this round as they spread out and watch each other's backs on these various angles here via flank. QC going to be able to get that C4 down at A site. Slash and Pow still alive. Pow going to come out into ramp there. Going to be met with Mills AK. Slash, the final man of CRONEM remaining, goes down to Millie's AK as well. And QC able to grab their first round here on Nuke. They're on a full buy again. And Cred does have that Galil in hand. See if this is going to be another semi-slow approach for QC, or if they decide a rush here. Looks like they're going to rush. Oh. Take that back. They slightly slow down after making contact there, but after 4 nice early frags, and Cred finishes off that round in QC's favor, tying things up at 2 apiece here. going to be a really firm hold from CRONEM. Jet using the AUG to his advantage there. And QC potentially not using enough utility to get by there. Minute left on the clock. All 10 players in the server still alive here. Millie about to make contact with Pow and Hut. A lot of this round is going to fall onto Jet here, who's likely going to have to defend the majority of this inner push. But SML and Millie firmly getting out Hut there. Going up against two ops in heaven. Not sure if they realize both players are in heaven. Slash finding Millie there. Eamon's down to 22. Let's see how CRONEM decides to play this. SML finding the first opper. Looks like he knows Slash is likely still up there. Slash going down ladder. Likely just going to save this. Doesn't have much of a choice here. Maybe looking for an exit or two if he can. Does find use. He's not going to get chased, so he should be able to save this cleanly. All tied up at 3 here. QC looking to potentially take their first lead of the night here. Nice shot from Incred. Does get traded from Slash. Melio finding two big headshots of his own there. SML as well with a nice headshot from Mini Garage. It's all up to Slash. He's being surrounded, nowhere to go. Gonna get killed by using QC officially in the lead, 4-3. QC can put together some more rounds like that here on T's side and then have a solid CT. They could be extending this series to a third map, which would be Overpass. But CRONEM, even though they're on a save, they've got different plans than what I just stated. Eamon's early USP pick there on Melio. Slash with that 5-7 in hand does see some feet walking by there at Mini. Regardless, used an SML finding some nice picks there. Millie will get the C4 down. QC able to slide through that with 4 alive. Another nice shot from SML there. And Cred did get picked in the process. But QC looks to be in good enough position to hold this. It's all up to Jet with that AWP and some more nice taps from SML there to finish out the round. QC going up by 2. QC potentially gaining some confidence here as opposed to last map. It's like Millie and Hughes deciding on a ramp here, and it's a good decision. Hughes finding that headshot onto Turismo. Emons with a nice AUG play outside. And Hughes and Incred taking quite a bit of damage there from Jet. Don't know if they'll have enough health to pull this round out. Hughes could get a nice flank up ladder here. Although CRONEM might begin to suspect that flank here momentarily. They are somewhat distracted by these squeaky door utility nades. He's creeping around, is going to find that headshot in mini on the Emons. Jet, AUG in hand still, down to 22 HP, but Slash, right place, right time. Finds the C4 falling the fence above, and it's going to be Jet getting that final kill onto Hughes, and CRONEM right back within a single round here on Nuke. Nice pick from Millie there as Jet goes down in rafters. Map 2 certainly turning out to be much closer than Map 1. Let's see if QC can keep this going. Turismo, though, with the huge MP9 play at Ramp Room there, picking up 2. Gonna put CRONEM in a one-man advantage. Millie trying to even things out, but he's going to get caught by that op in a second if he's not careful, and he does. After Millie falls to that AWP, it's going to be all up to Incred. 1v3 situation here. Not impossible. 45 seconds on the clock. Don't know if he knows just how low Turismo and Pow are. Turismo able to find Incred there down at B site, even things out at 5 here. And this is really where the bulk of the match could be decided here. These final 5 rounds of the first half. If QC goes down here by more than 3 or 4 rounds, don't know if they'll have the energy to make that second half comeback. Turismo and Slash, great hold there at Hut. Whereas CRONEM, if they come out on bottom this half, I think they can still finish out second half a bit stronger than QC would. So that was a big round for CRONEM. Now as we go into round 12, I would say this is by far the biggest round of the match so far. QC on a full buy. It's not going to look good if QC drops this round. economically for them. QC losing 2 players early, not a good sign there. SML going down as well. It's all up to Melio and Hughes now. And CRONEM looking to get back in the driver's seat here. Emens with a nice pick outside. I think there were a couple missed opportunities earlier from a couple players on CRONEM. I don't think they're going to let that happen again. Turismo finishing that round off onto Melio, and QC going to be forced into a save here. Or at least a semi-save. Some Tech 9s purchased there, a Deagle, P250, and a Mac. So QC putting themselves in a situation where they're likely going to have to come back to stay in this one. Turismo and Emens going huge there on that ramp hold. QC is able to scrounge out a frag there on behalf of SML, but he's going to get caught going up fence, and CRONEM going up by 3. I don't know if QC is going to have the energy, as I mentioned, to really firmly get back in this one. Would like to see QC get one more round at least this half if they really want to make a run of this map. Emens does tag Melio there down to 17. I know he would have liked to have seen the frag there. Jet does find Melio in the end. Not a big deal. Use big headshot onto Turismo pushing from ramp there. That's keeping QC in the round, but Jet granting a one-man advantage to CRONEM there. Pau does get tagged all the way down to 13 after taking down Millie. And CRONEM extending that lead to 4 rounds. QC on a full buy here. This would be big for them if they can get a 6th round going into second half. But Emens looking to not give that a chance, even though Incred and Melio got 2 nice picks there. Emens with a 3rd op kill. It's going to leave only Melio remaining. Melio 1v2 situation, 77 HP, does have the C4 in hand, but that audio is going to be heard by Pau. Going to pick up the kill there, and CRONEM going into second half, 10-5 here. And QC in another must-win pistol round situation as they prepare for second half here. CRONEM walking into lobby. This will not be a rush. Contact made. Melio tagged down to 17 HP. QC backing up here. Melio is going to get found. Demons leading the charge through control room. Finds a second. Can he get a third? It's going to be Pow taking out SML there. And QC 2v4 retake. This is going to be rough. All up to use now as he moves towards door/control room, but too many Glock bullets to avoid there, and CRONEM getting ever closer to clinching their shot at relegation. QC gonna have to give it all they've got here if they want to avoid that move down to advanced. QC with 4 deagles and a 5-7 across the spread currently. CRONEM moving into ramp room, led by that aggressive MAC-10 of Pow. Turismo finding 3 huge AK kills there as he moves up into heaven. Slash going to be able to get the C4 down as SML doesn't have a sight on him. SML crowded by too many men. Eamon's accidentally spamming his teammate there, but not going to matter too much as CRONEM extends their lead to 7 here. And QC, who was truly in this game first half, they were even up by 2 rounds, now finds themselves, as I mentioned, down by 7 here. QC only with deagles in hand. Going to be found by Pow initially at outside there. And QC in another rough round, but they're going to make something of it. SML and Incred, P250 and USP picks there. But Eamon's finding that trade onto Incred. Still a 3v3 situation. SML with that MAC-10 in hand. Eamon's capitalizing on that high angle there. Jet as well. That pick onto Melio and Hughes trying to be sneaky, but only able to find one there. CRONEM within 3 rounds of clinching. Cred with a big early pick there. Another big pick from Incred. Millie coming up large with that auto shotgun as well. And it's all left to Pow here. So QC able to get some momentum going late in the map here. Pow in a 1v3 does still have full HP, AK in hand. Audio going to be heard. SML and Hughes able to get that information. Hughes getting the final kill of the round there. QC grabbing their 6th round. I truly think QC could have had at least 10 or 11 rounds by now. But some slight miscommunication potentially there on that T side. Demons dodging the majority of that HE nade damage. QC looking to make more of this hold there, and SML does. Pow able to get the trade there a few seconds later onto SML. All up to Pow and Jet 2v4 situation. Don't count them out yet. They both have an M4 in hand. Jet trading that out for the 5.52, but used on that flank. Jet does not turn around in time, and QC potentially on a comeback. 7-13 here. Solid pick from Incred. SML positioned perfectly. Melio as well in perfect position there at Mini Garage with that 5.52. Able to line up 2 frags and get damage onto a third. QC seeming to take form here late in the second half. Cutting CRONEM's lead to 5. And Cred still on that AWP. Jet looking to make it through vents, and he does. And Cred, I believe, does have that information, but is he ready? He is. He gets the close no-scope onto Jet. What an Incred shot from Incred. And Turismo just went down vent without SML realizing. I don't think Melio realized either. And that could be pivotal here. Turismo already down there in control room. Walks through that window and use. Without that information, is gonna get flanked. Turismo gonna find a second as well. What a play there from Turismo. Some huge game sense as he waited for that second frag. Nice shot from Millie there. QC not officially out of this round yet, but Turismo does find another there. It's gonna be SML going down in vents. All up to Millie here, 92 HP, 1v3 situation, cuts it to a 1v2. But it looks like he's gonna be forced to save here. Makes contact there at the last second with Pow, but not able to get a shot off. And that's gonna be a 14th on the board for CRONEM. Headshot there from Turismo. Slash with some nice shots through that smoke grenade as well. Turismo finding a second, and it's all up to SML here to fend off CRONEM from finding match point. SML does get Slash. He gets a second as well as Jet goes down. 1v2 situation. This is doable for SML. Narrowly misses getting a third frag there. Does find Turismo, who was trying to be sneaky-deaky with the knife there, but Eamons finally able to take out SML, who really made a run of that there. And CRONEM sitting at match point now. CRONEM using some utility outside here. QC does have that information. Melio able to pick up the first frag used, grabbing a 1D of his own there over at Ramp Room. But Emin's and Turismo able to respond with those trades. Emin's actually grabbing a second trade. Millie with that LMG gets that long-range pick onto Emin's, and it's actually a 2v1 for QC now. And QC will actually find that round. That's going to be their 9th. They're still not out of this. QC fighting for survival here as CRONEM sits at match point still. SML early pick through that smoke onto Jet. Another nice 2 frags from SML there. Millie hanging on to that LMG, finds another frag with it as well. Turismo responding with 2 big Deagle kills there. Millie spamming in vents. It's going to get found by Turismo. All up to use to stay in this. He hears that audio at upper sight. Turismo planning C4. Use for all the marbles, and he's going to get taken down by Turismo. QcClan will be getting moved down to advance after a valiant effort there, trying to come back on the second map. CRONEM have earned their spot in Season 38 Relegation, which begins tomorrow. There'll be more info about those matches posted by ESCA soon. So that was an interesting match there. Dominant performance from CRONEM. QcClan gave it what they could. Some interesting weapon choices there at the end, as we saw some auto shotguns and some LMGs in the second half, potentially just having some fun in those final couple rounds there. But thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll be doing a lot more broadcasts soon, both here on the personal channel and a couple other channels. So stay tuned, and we'll let you know what's next. And once again, thanks for coming out. This is Hamtaro 1H signing off.